How'd the practice go today, Ryan?
That was okay. I thought we were a little sluggish. The last 2 days we had great energy. I don't know if guys are mentally beat up. I don't know. We didn't install anything. It's just a review day, so I was a little disappointed in our effort.
How long did it last?
We were out there for 3 hours, so we did a walkthrough early on, and on practice wise, we were only out there for 2.5 hours. So it's just tough with the injuries these days, and I don't know, man. It's tough to keep these guys healthy. So I mean, try not having long-term injuries. So the times we got to rest guys, we got to shorten down our practice schedule.
So was there anything productive from today's gathering?
I mean, the fact that we were on the field was productive. That's about it. I thought defense had some good energy late, and they had a decent practice. Offense, we were awful. And then the only thing that was really possible was at the end we got some situational work. So I wasn't very happy with the performance and the effort.
Ryan, I want to ask you about sorry, excuse me, Gregor McKellar. What do you know about him? What kind of camp do you think he's having?
Yeah, he's learning. Most rookies come in and get a little overwhelmed, and just some of the fine details is going to take a while. So he's growing, he's getting there, and we liked his film, loved his interview, loved his personality. We feel like he's got a great future in this league. It's going to happen right away. Who knows? But we're happy with his development.
What is he? Is he a tackle? Is he a guard? What's his position?
Yeah, he's a guard. We'll have him a left guard right now, so he's competing with those guys. And I see he's pretty much essentially just a guard. Maybe we were going to try with some center and see if he gets out of the game if we had to. So yeah, he's picking it up. He's working his butt off, and then each day he's improving.
Is he a kid who is going to see playing time on Friday?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. So he'll get a majority of the reps Friday, and then most of our rookies will be getting a heavy load on the preseason game.
So the decision to go basically with all the young kids, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, obviously, because you want to properly evaluate them. Was that decided way back, Ryan?
No, not really. It was just we were trying to figure out when we had to cut down, and so we had a cut down day, before the preseason game, and then once everything we missed the first 5 days, they moved it back. So we have to cut down right after that game, and so we kind of know where the veterans are. We want to keep them healthy for the most part, but we also need to get some work. So they're going to go on the second one. The younger guys, we got to make some decisions, so we got to see them live before we have to cut down.
Now, in terms of your quarterback position, what kind of rotation do you envision Friday?
Yeah, we'll see. I want to get guys a good workload. I gotta want to see 3 guys play. So we'll see how that's going to play out. But I want to get the younger guys a full quarter for sure. So yeah, it's really going to depend on the flow of the game early on, and we'll go from there.
Will Mac play at all?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't made that decision if we're going to bring him or we'll leave him here and then bring our younger kids and go from there. So I got to sit down and talk to him, and we'll see where we're at with that.
Now, how's Chad Kelly looked, Ryan?
Yeah, Chad's done some good things. He's growing, he's developing. At the CFL game is different, so he's learning the different nuances and just the difference between the states. And he's picking it up. Sharp kid, he works hard, and he's focused. He's focused, and he wants to have a great career up here. But he's enjoying football each day. So I've been pretty impressed with Chad.
So now let's rewind the clock when a young Ryan Dinwiddie comes to Canada. What was the biggest area that you had to learn?
Yeah, I would say the 12th man and the different defenses and the schemes schematically. There's just a little bit of difference in it. So like we have our cover 2 throw down the states, and you're splitting the safeties. Well, we got a 12th guy in there, so we're more wrap in the will linebackers get in front of the halfback. So it's just a little bit different. And then I know one time I had lost sight of the free safety on a low snap, and it was 2-man robber, and throw and pick the Barry Miles. It's like, where'd that guy come from? I'm not used to that guy. So it takes a year to really feel comfortable.
And Chad, you think Chad is going to just learn it through experience, Ryan?
Well, I think a little bit of that. I mean, you look at Jake Meyer last year; he was a rookie, but he had good success and handled it. Certain guys do. Certain guys it takes until year 2. You hope to wait till year 2 before you have to play him. And you don't want to throw a young guy to the wolves, too early, put him in the fire, and he's just not ready. So, but he came up early in the offseason, spent some time with me. He was always spending time with Coach Miller. And, so that helped him, have a head start going into it. But I mean, the kid's just grinding. He wants to be great. So he's working his butt off.
Now, Ryan, last year you had Cole McDonald for, a little bit. You got some action in that season finale. Is there any update on Cole?
Yeah. So right now, Cole's not with us. That's just what I got for right now. So we got Austin Simmons will be our third in the game. And he's a young kid, great skill set. He's starting to pick it up, starting to get better each day. So he's kind of took in that spot.
And Pipkin?
Yeah, Pip's here too. So all three of those guys will be playing in the preseason game.
And so Chad will play as well?
Yep, we'll get all three of them. I just haven't made the decision if we're gonna, what we're gonna do with Mac.
I get you. Hey, Ryan, last question for me is you guys added a DN/linebacker, Jake Lava. Is he just one of those guys that Vinny's been keeping an eye on for a while?
Yeah, they've been eyeing him for a while, and we've had some injuries. We had the number to bring in another guy, and so they reached out to him. He's ready to come up. They made a decision and get him up here. So the more competition you bring in, the better. We're always looking to bring in great players to add competition to our room.
Oh, thanks a lot, Ryan. I always appreciate your time.
Yeah, have a good one.
Up next is Dan Ralph from Canadian Press.
Good morning, Ryan. Can you talk about Daniel Adebayo? And I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right, but the kid you drafted, how's he looked in camp so far?
He's been great. He's picked it up. He hasn't had really any mental mistakes, so he's been sharp. He's been fluid in pass protection, knowing who to go to, and he's been downhill runner. So he's done a great job for us. He broke off a run yesterday. He can catch out of the backfield. He's been doing a great job for making on special teams. So we're really excited about his growth.
Do you expect to see him to get a lot of action in the first exhibition game?
We'll see. I feel like we'll probably play everybody but Andrew, so there's going to be a heavy workload on those guys. So we'll have a rotation, about 3 or 4 dudes, and see how it goes. So AJ will get the start. We'll get him going, and then we'll go from there. But he'll be playing. He'll at least get a full quarter for sure as a tailback.
Where do you see a guy like Andrew being able to mentor him?
Well, I think just being in the same room together, right, and then just learning and understanding how professional football works and how good Andrew is with protections, the details, and everything he does. I mean, I've never been around running back sharp as him. I mean, he's sharp now. So he's just being in the room. He's going to learn from him. And
last question, if I may, do you expect Andrew to see any action this game?
Yeah, no, don't plan on that. We'll be best. He'll play the second one. He's making me get more workload in practice. He feels great mentally, physically. Certain days, I just say, you're done. Let's get some other guys in. I know what you can do. So let's make sure we keep him healthy. So he's been doing great. He wants to get more of a workload, but we're going to hold him off this one.
Thank you.
And one follow-up from Frank Ziccarelli.
All right, I forgot to ask you about Toshiki. How's he looking this year?
He's looking better. Yeah, a lot better. More comfortable. You can tell he put a lot of good work in the offseason. He's improved quite a bit. And
I take it he'll be your guy in Ottawa.
Right now, that's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan right now.
Yeah. Is there sorry, I haven't looked at your roster too carefully. Is he the only guy you got in the event, touch wood, something happens to Boris?
For right now, as far as field goal kicking, yeah, he's our backup there. We brought our punter in, the global. He's been doing a great job. So he's more of just a punter only. So if something were to happen, we got some guys ready. So Chad Kelly's also emergency kicker if we need him.
Wow, has a good leg, Chad?
Yeah. He did punt, pass, and kick competitions as a kid, and most quarterbacks can kick. So that's what they were doing in the backyard growing up. They're doing all that stuff. So he's pretty decent at it.
What was the furthest you ever kicked it, right?
I can kick from 47. So I was actually our backup kicker when I played up here. Never had to do it, but I went out day 3 and I had to kick like 5 kicks, and then just in case we had an emergency.